Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This time we have top 10 manga with an overpowered main character part 2. One of my first videos on this channel was a top 10 manga with an overpowered main character. And since it was a long time ago, I decided to make a part 2 with more manga for you guys, since you've been asking me for a long time. If you want to send me a message, you can always follow my Instagram account or join our Discord community. The link to both will be in the description. Without further delay, let's get into the top 10. Number 10 comes with Übel Blatt. The main character is a master swordsman who, along with 13 other heroes, was sent by the Empire to block an invasion of their enemy. Along the way, 3 died, 4 betrayed the others, and 7 defeated the traitors and returned as heroes. At least that's what people believe. In reality, the 7 heroes were the real traitors, defeating the 4 true champions after the 7 had fled the battle in cowardice. The main character had bided his time for 20 years, owning his skills and recovering from the brink of death so that he may avenge his fallen comrades. The time for vengeance has finally come, and all who stand in his way shall be dismembered without hesitation. But it won't be easy, as everyone believes the lies of the traitors. With all the soldiers in the land and the public against them, he and his ragtag allies may have to sacrifice everything if they are to prevail against the might of the entire nation. As you can guess by now, this is a revenge story. While the main character may be small, he's a swordsman that won't hesitate to kill anyone that gets in his way, so definitely give it a chance. In number 9 we have Gun Clover. Mikado High School trains the best students to be the best mercenaries' bodyguards. But the main character, a mercenary escort student with no rank whatsoever, is suddenly assigned to guard a person so high valued that no escort has ever survived before. Will his subject survive the experience? Will he survive? As you can see from the pages and the tags, this manga has ecchi. And to be honest, I didn't really mind it in this one since it's so well drawn. The main character is also very overpowered, but I don't want to give out more since it would be a spoiler. Give it at least 5 chapters and see if you like it. Number 8 comes with Siren. When high school student Yoshina finds a red calling card in an isolated ringing payphone, he believes he's merely stumbled upon the game Siren, a curious urban legend. He initially intends to trade information about Siren to the world's foremost fortune teller for a famous reward, but after his childhood friend, who happened to possess one of the cards, disappears, he rushes into the game's dangerous world to find him. Now trapped in a post-apocalyptic landscape and pursued by Siren's deranged inhabitants, he must fight to survive and unravel this world's mystery before the game takes his life. This is actually one of my first manga and also one of my favorites. Unfortunately, it was cancelled some time ago. Even if it was cancelled, there's still an ending and the read is amazing. I've reread it a couple of times and I'll totally recommend it to anyone, so if you feel like it, definitely give it a try. In number 7 we have Rain. The small country Sunko is in a tight spot because it's under attack of the great country Zarmine. But the general, Rain, who's reputed to be an exceptionally gifted swordman, is against the war and won't enter the battle. But how is one supposed to wage a war like this anyway? This manga is very slow, I must admit. There's not much going on in the first chapters. But if you happen to have the time to invest in the story, it will definitely reward you, because at some point the story just keeps getting better and better, and the main character shows how powerful they can be. Either way, this was an amazing read for me, so if you feel like it, definitely give it a try. Number 6 comes with Magi Labyrinth of Magic. In the sand-swept land of caravans and adventurers, legends tell of the ominous dungeon towers that suddenly appeared 14 years ago. It's said that by clearing one of these prisons, you can obtain treasures beyond wildest dreams, and even form a contract with the magical genies of immense power, assuming you make it out alive. In this world, Alibaba is a young rogue who wants nothing more than to get rich by clearing all of the world's dungeons, starting with the nearby tower Amon. Aladdin is a curious young boy with a magic flute and a hidden ability, and Morgiana is a slave who can't escape her chains. As their fates intertwine, the three find themselves wandering the land, battling powerful enemies and taking a stand against powerful forces that seek to corrupt the weak and innocent. Most of you may already know this one, since it has an anime adaptation, but it's still worth to read the manga. Now, this manga starts off lighthearted and with some pretty old art, but as the story progresses the art gets better and better and the story takes a more darker turn. This is also a completed manga, so there's plenty for you to read. In number 5 we have The Principle of a Philosopher by Eternal Fool Asley. When he was young, he failed at the Magic Academy and was looked down by others. However, by chance, he discovered a mythological medicine, so he obtained an immortal body. In order to get revenge on the people who made fun of him, he began researching magic and magical artifacts different from the Academy. After 5,000 years of research, he has become an ancient magic user before he noticed. The people he was seeking revenge were long gone. Losing his purpose, Asley went on a journey to see the world after 5,000 years with his familiar Pochi. With an unexpected turn of events after helping many humans, he is now living at the Magic Academy. A 5,000-year-old man with a young appearance Asley, how will he live his second life's youth? Obviously you know by now that he is extremely powerful. He studied all kinds of magic during 5,000 years and now goes on an adventure to see the world. His magic doesn't compare to the world because it's so advanced. Without a doubt, you should give this manga a try. Number 4 comes with Berserk of Gluttony. The main character has never tasted real power. Born with the magical skill Gluttony, he constantly hungers in a way that can't be satisfied, and has been shunned and looked down upon his entire life. One day, while working as a gatekeeper for a noble family and fighting a trespassing thief, he discovers Gluttony through power. When he kills someone, he devours their skill. In that grisly realization, he is awakened to his true potential. How many lives will he feed on to satisfy his hunger? And is the world ready for the frightening warrior he'll become? I don't have to say much after this intro. A main character that gains the power of the people he kills, that's really overpowered. There's also some other small plot twists that, for me, makes the manga even better. Definitely give this one a try. In number 3 we have the Faraway Paladin. A man dies alone after living a stagnant and fruitless life. But that's not where his story ends. As a boy named William, he is born into a land of fantasy and magic. Raised in a city of the dead by his new family, a mummy, a skeleton and a ghost, he can remember glimpses of his past life, enough to know his time on Earth was wasted, and he vows not to let that happen again. Schooled in magic and combat, Will sets out on a journey to see the world. Along the way he'll meet beings of all shapes and sizes. Each of these people has a story to tell and a lesson to teach Will about how to live his life to the fullest. Now, it takes a while for you to see the true potential of the main character, and even then this story is more focused on the journey than the action and fighting. If that's something you think you might enjoy, give it at least 10 chapters. Number 2 comes with Spy Family. Master Spy Twilight is the best at what he does when it comes to going undercover on dangerous missions in the name of a better world. But when he receives the ultimate impossible assignment, get married and have a kid, he may finally be in over his head. Not one to depend on others, Twilight has his work cut out for him, procuring both a wife and a child for his mission to infiltrate an elite private school. What he doesn't know is that the wife he's chosen is an assassin and the child he adopted is a telepath. What more could you want? An esper, a hitman and a spy all in the same family. This gives room to a very fun and badass dynamic between the family. There's also some comedy moments which in my eyes are extremely good and add a depth to the manga. Without a doubt this is a manga to look out for. And in number 1 we have Blue Lock. After a disastrous defeat at the 2018 World Cup, Japan's team struggles to regroup, but what's missing? An absolute ace striker who can guide them to the win. The Football Association is hella bent on creating a striker who hungers for goals and thirsts for victory, and who can be the decisive instrument in turning around a losing match. And to do so, they've gathered 300 of Japan's best and brightest youth players. Who will emerge to lead the team? And will they be able to outmuscle and out-ego everyone who stands in their way? This manga is absolutely a masterpiece in the making. This is the journey of the main character becoming extremely overpowered in football or soccer, whatever you want to call it. One of the selling points is the eyes. For the ones of you who have watched IQ, you know how Hinata eyes get scary sometimes, and that's exactly what happens in this one. They are both beasts. I can't stress out enough how good this manga is. You need to give it a try. Just one chapter should be enough. Before we end the video, a moment to thank the members of the channel. As per usual, you guys are amazing and you support me a lot, and I couldn't thank you enough. Thank you for everything, and I hope you continue to support me in the future. Now guys, this is the top 10 manga with an Overpowered Main Character Part 2. Did you find any manga that you haven't read yet? Did you like it? If this video helped in any way, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to activate the bell so you don't miss any video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.